Welcome to the Guided Expressions podcast with Martin Williams, the place to learn and be inspired to live your best life. Here is your host, Martin Williams.
Hello and welcome to the Guided Expressions podcast. My name is Martin Williams. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. You can do so on Apple Podcasts. You can also do so on Spotify, also YouTube, and on SoundCloud. All the links to the podcast can be found on in the description box, as well as at guidedexpressions.com/podcast. Today, what I wanted to talk to you about is opening the way for more. I've listened to an entrepreneur called Grant Cardone for quite some time now. You may be familiar with him. He's a multimillionaire speaker. He produces a lot of content about success and motivation. He's made most of his money in real estate, but he's also owned car dealerships, and he operates a university, which is an online source of content to help people sell more stuff and personal development and everything else. So anyway, it was interesting for me because he was saying that making $1 million should not be a stopping off point. Now, if you made $1 million, most people would be very, very happy with that. But the way that he talked, he said, $1 million is not something that you should be aiming for. You should be aiming much higher than that. He gave a training to his staff about becoming a millionaire and aiming higher. He said that the staff, like I said, should be aiming more. And I tend to agree with them. If there's more to get, then why not achieve it? Why not stretch for it? Why settle for mediocre results? Why be content with living at a fraction of your potential? If a client came to me and wanted more money, I would work with the client to support and ensure that his or her floor was not mediocre, meaning, I would work to make sure that that client is aiming as high as he or she can. My financial coaching is all about changing a person's view of money. Okay? It's important to understand that there's an unlimited amount of money in the world. And it comes to us in proportion to how much we believe we deserve and obviously how much we serve others. If you don't think you deserve wealth, then you won't pursue it. And you certainly won't keep it. Beliefs are a big part of that. Another part had to do with changing our wealth thermostat. So let's say that you're making, and you're comfortable with making $10 an hour. There's nothing wrong with that. It may be more challenging for you to earn $100 an hour, but it's a decision that you make and you make alone. The marketplace will pay you what you feel you're worth. You have to raise your thermostat if you want to experience higher wealth. So if you want to be a millionaire, that's roughly $400 an hour. Now let me ask you a question. Do you feel comfortable asking for that? What do you do consistently to command that? Challenge yourself to live up to that amount if that's what you want. And when you produce results that are in line with being a millionaire, you will be a lot more comfortable asking for $1 million. Most people aren't comfortable asking for $1 million because they feel that they don't deserve it. You do deserve it. And now it's time to act as if you deserve it. Don't do anything that doesn't move you to $1 million a year. The difference between someone who makes $10,000 a year versus someone who is a millionaire is that the millionaire knows more than the first person does. Practice what he or she knows and serves others with what she knows. This is the chief difference. Knowledge, not practice, doesn't profit you at all. You have to practice what you know in the service of others. But if you do that, you'd be amazed what you can accomplish and in a relatively short period of time. So I want to thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in to the Guided Expressions podcast. My name is Martin Williams. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, like, comment, share, and I will talk to you soon.
subscribe to the Guided Expressions podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify to get all the latest content from Guided Expressions. No one builds a house without a blueprint, so why are you trying to build your dream life without one? That's how the Blueprint course was created. The Blueprint course is for people who know they were meant for more. Created by Martin Williams, the Blueprint is a streamlined way to help you create the life you've always wanted. Get instant access now by clicking the link in the description box or going to guidedexpressions.com/blueprint.